Hey, this is Don Rose again, sales consultant at All Points Atlanta Realty. I want to talk to you today about the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. A pre-qualification and a pre-approval. Oftentimes these terms are used interchangeably, but they have very different meanings. They hold very different weight. Now, a pre-qualification can be given very simply, very easily. You can go onto a website, give them a little bit of information that you choose to give them, and they'll shoot you out a pre-qualification for a home loan. And that's a good thing. I guess that's a good place to start. That kind of gives you a ballpark idea of where you are and how much home you can afford and what your budget needs to be in purchasing a home. But here's the problem. When you go with your realtor to place an offer on a home with that pre-qualification, nothing's been underwritten and nothing has been confirmed. That pre-qualification is going to carry very little weight. So in essence, that listing agent, when they receive your offer and they see that your offer is attached to a pre-qualification opposed to a pre-approval letter, they're going to look at it just as though you're not pre-approved at all, because in actuality you aren't. Now, a pre-approval is a little bit different. You go through the same steps as a pre-qualification, but with the pre-approval, you don't give the lender the items that you want them to have or the information that you want them to have. You give them the information that they need. You give them the information that they request. And then after you give them all of that information, they're going to confirm that information. They're going to make sure that information is accurate. They're going to make sure that information is true. They're going to do a hard credit pull on you to make sure that the credit score that you're giving them is an accurate score. Now, once you give them all information that they need and they confirm all of the information and they have a concrete understanding of your credit history and your credit score, at that point, that loan officer can send you over to the underwriter, because now you can be pre-approved. Why? Because all of your information has been confirmed, all of your information has been checked out. So now with the pre-approval, when you find a home and you place an offer on that home, and that offer has a pre-approval attached to it, now that listing agent understands that their client, the seller, right, that they can trust this person, that they can trust you to buy this home because you've been pre-approved by a legitimate funding company, a legitimate mortgage company, or a mortgage banker or a mortgage broker, right? So there's big differences between the pre-qualification and the pre-approval. A pre-qualification is just preliminary information. You pretty much give that person the information that you want them to have. You give them the credit score that you want them to believe, and they'll shoot you out some paperwork. But a pre-approval, this is when you give that loan officer the information that they need, not just the information that you want to give them. And then they confirm that information. They'll do a hard credit pull and they'll confirm what your credit score is. And they'll give you a range. They'll give you an answer as to how much home you can actually afford. And when you put in your offers with that pre-approval letter, that's going to hold a lot of weight, a lot more weight than that pre-qualification letter would, okay? Now, here's the problem. Even with the pre-approval, you're still not guaranteed a loan. Why? Because anything could change. One of the last things that happen before your closing day, right, is that lender is going to run your credit one more time just to make sure nothing changed, just to make sure that everything is the same. So listen, once you get pre-approved, do not go and buy a new refrigerator. Don't go out and buy a new car. Don't go out and buy anything that you have to use credit for, because that's going to change your credit score and that's going to change your rating. Thus, that could eliminate you from the pre-approval that you received, and that whole deal can fall to the ground on closing day, and that would be a terrible situation for everybody. So listen, step one is always this: get your pre-approval. Get your pre-approval. So again, thanks a lot for listening to me. I appreciate your time. I'm Don Rose, All Points Atlanta Realty. We would love to be your preferred real estate company in the state of Georgia. Please look at YouTube. You can find several informational videos. That's at All Points Atlanta Realty on YouTube, at All Points Atlanta Realty. That's our YouTube channel. You can look at our website. You can search any home in the state of Georgia from our website. That's allpointsatlanta.homes.com. The website is allpointsatlanta.homes.com, and you can call me direct. My number is 404 357-0754. So please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to our channel here. We appreciate your time, and we hope to talk to you and work with you soon. God bless you.